stream would normally be on Saturday, but we will be dark this Saturday for very special celebrations of someone's trip around the sun. It's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
So yeah, he gonna celebrate that, and we're all gonna take a break. So yes, no games on Saturday, but we will be back for our regularly scheduled game of Red Jenny on Monday. Val runs that. I'll let them talk about it. Yes, otherwise, schedule stuff should be fairly normal for the most part. Yeah, and otherwise, if you're not caught up here, I mean, it's a great time to get in. We've only had a couple episodes, but jump on YouTube, check out what we got on there. We have literal years of content of other shows we've done. So, yeah, check it out. Join our Discord for when we inevitably jump on for random video game streams. Val and Van owe me another playthrough of I'm on observation duty.
Oh shit, we gotta find Huge Man.
Yeah, we gotta find Huge Man. You
promised.
Yes,
you promised.
Ooh,
you promised me, Huge Man.
Sit.
Yeah.
Scarlet Hollow co-stream.
Yes, done. We're doing it. Anyway, yeah, so to catch that whenever it happens, you need to be in our Discord. Just saying. I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let my amazing players introduce themselves. Please let us know who you are, where we can find you on the internet, all of the many descriptors for your character this evening. And please remind me of your favorite color. I believe we start with Van.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me on the internet at Savvy Seaworth, pretty much wherever you can find people on the internet. I'm on Hive Social, I'm on Instagram, I'm slowly creeping my way onto Mastodon. But mostly I'm hanging out in the Discord and I am streaming several times a week. I'm here on this channel Thursdays through Mondays, playing in games and also running our game of Dungeons & Dragons on most Saturday mornings, not this Saturday, but most of them, where we're doing The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And then on Sunday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/lbhackemup playing Dungeons & Dragons. Tonight, I am playing Ezekiel Clawthorn, who is a Forge cleric, and by night is Forge, the bounty hunter. Am I saying my favorite color or his favorite color? My favorite color. My favorite color is blue.
Yeah. Thank you, Van. Next is Val, I believe.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown lurking around the internet. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing running games. Like Sid mentioned, normally I run a game on Saturdays of Ward 47 at 5 o'clock Saturday evenings. However, there will not be a Saturday night session, the Ward 47 session this week. Instead, join us on Monday, where we'll be back for more Red Jenny at 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Jeez, I'm all over the place with my times today. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, we're playing the Dragon Age TTRPG, and they just made it to Minrathous in the Tevinter Imperium, and if you're a Dragon Age nerd, you know that's pretty significant. So there's some fun stuff to be had in Tevinter as the Archon's tourney is beginning.
Tournament arc.
That's kind of what we're getting into. Is I have done what every anime eventually falls into, just a tournament arc. That is me for my stuff that I run. I'm also in a bunch of other shows. But tonight I'm gonna be playing Jean Verdot, who is a changeling artificer artist by day, and by night is Maven, the outlaw. And my favorite color
is purple. Yes, we know.
Yes. No, it's...
You're lying to me right now? Lie to my face right now. What is it?
Just like everyone to look at Val's general surroundings.
It's purple.
Okay, then.
I'm going... Bye.
No!
Yeah, it's me. I'm predictable. I have an aesthetic, and I'm not afraid to let that be known.
Hey, when you like your color, hold on to that color. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Live your truth.
Live your truth. Thank you, Val. Next
Big
up, Alex. Big Age of Crime.
Don't know how much I can do that part. But hello, I'm Alex, OMG It's Some Guy on the internets. Mostly here Tuesdays and Thursdays. If it's a Tuesday, I'm either playing in Escape Velocity, our Stars Without Number game. We did a lot of shopping last time, which was fun because we're 15 sessions in and don't know what the items in the game are. Yeah, and opposite Tuesdays from that, I'm running our Masks game, Squire Squad, which is winding up. We keep saying that, and then we keep having, people be sick, and so that pushes it out longer because it's a bi-weekly game, but we're getting there. And then Sunday evenings, I'm over on LB Hackamup's channel in the shenanigans over there. In this game, I am playing Lord Blythe Turner, who is a Way of the Astral Self monk, but by night he is Purple Ooze, the agent. And then my favorite color is blue, and we've known that ever since I was a kid and conflated both the color itself and the blue Power Ranger Billy as BU.
That is fucking adorable.
That's
Thank
me.
you, Alex. Next, that's Wally.
Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime best friend on the internet. You can find me on the Twitters at W8LLE132, just like the cute Disney robot, where I talk about all the stuff that I do and my random hyper focuses. You can find me on all the games that everyone has already talked about, Thursdays through Mondays here on this channel. Fun games, check them out. But tonight, I will be playing Lucien Clawthorn, the Blood Hunter by day, and by night, they are Black Saad, the Vigilante. And my favorite color is purple.
All right, two
Okay,
blue.
AJ, you better fucking
Two
pick either
purple.
blue or purple.
AJ, you gotta break this streak right now.
Hi, my name is AJ, also known as Husha Kid. You can find me on the 3Ts of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid. I do a lot of different stuff, which I'm not going to say right now, but you can find me over on Critical Misses tomorrow for our Star Trek Adventures game, The Lost Frontier, in which I play two characters, Dr. Tixel and Utharu. And then important announcement, distinction kind of thing. Next Tuesday, we will not be playing Foul and Friends for the GMs are going to be over in Utah doing something called Convergence. So we will be doing Foul and Friends the following Tuesday on. God, it's already going to be May. Oh fuck.
It's gonna be
It's gonna
May.
be May.
Here we are. I knew someone would do it.
God, you guys are, we're gonna need to do that again. We need it a little bit quicker this time.
It's gonna
I need to hear the harmonies real quick.
It's gonna be May.
There we go.
I do other things, but you can follow me on Twitter to find out what I'm doing. But today I am playing Virgil Loro, the Kensei monk, who by day and by night I am the Gold Gryffin. But at this party I am the Blaze.
Forgot most of us had a third nickname now.
It's okay.
And my favorite color is green.
That's closer to blue than purple. We win.
Oh, come on. I mean,
We're about to
both
have an even
are-
split.
Both
friends.
are on that simple spectrum.
Because
though.
Sid's gonna pick green.
Yeah, because it's gonna pick green. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was born St. Patrick's Day,
We all know
motherfuckers. What do you
Sid's
expect?
favorite
Of
color is
course,
green. We all know Sid's
my
gonna
favorite
pick
color
green.
is green. Anyway, and I will be your Fae-cilitator this evening. I'm Christina Sid. You can find me most places on the internet at Greek Sid, except for IG, where I'm Girl Karma. Fucking goddamn it, I'll get it changed eventually. You can find me here Thursdays through Mondays, mostly playing in pretty much everything that got mentioned already, and running this game. Oh, and in a week, on Saturday, May 6th, you can find me in the New York City area, in Brooklyn, at the Bell House, doing the Beautiful Anon Con. I'll be boothing from about noon to 2, and then I'll be there for all of the live podcast recordings. So come see me. It'll be fun. Are we ready to get started? Gala shenanigans. Lord Turner, would you oblige us with a recap?
I suppose. We went to the party and everyone was awkward except for Jean. There's
The
more
end.
to it than
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
Yep, that's
You ain't
it.
wrong. You ain't wrong. That's it.
Inspiration.
That's it right there.
Inspiration.
That was too perfect.
Yes, so everyone's getting prepared for the gala in their own way. Virgil and the Clawthorn brothers are worried about their outfits. Blythe hoped to have a secret mission, but unfortunately had to instead simply be Lord Turner. And Jean, pretending to be one of the dead thugs from the warehouse, went and shook down Chestnut to see what he knew about the painting getting stolen, which was diddly squat. Later, at the gala itself, everyone started arriving at Vixen House, which is the Duchess's estate. Attendees had the option to be announced under a pseudonym or their real name. Both Blythe and Lucien went with their real names, but we had Zeke going with the name Bordeaux, Virgil going by Blaze, and Jean chose the name Salvador. Rip, who it was Lucien's date for this, went off for some kind of meeting, leaving him to approach Love. Virgil abandoned his cousin and went to the bar where he encountered Zeke and Noah, who had stepped in as a substitute bartender. Lucien and Love caught up on what had been happening, and based on their conversation, it seems that their dramatic breakup the previous season might have been somewhat engineered to provide business benefits. At the bar, Blaze and Bordeaux catch secondhand embarrassment from their family members and agree to keep each other company at this party and future parties if their family members end up abandoning them. After a little bit of chatter, even though they're both under pseudonyms and masks, they do actually recognize each other as Zeke and Virgil. Virgil wanders off at some point, leaving Zeke blissfully alone again. Blythe struggles to chat with just about everyone, and Jean and Delilah both take notice and pity. Jean swoops in to help Blythe, and they also find their way over to the bar, where Zeke's still being a wallflower. They all get to chatting, there's invitations to tea and even to dance together. And as the group discusses Zeke's smithy, an elderly fire genasi comes over and shit-talks Zeke, claiming to be the actual best smithy in the city. Of course, Jean and Blythe both immediately promise to patronize Zeke's business, as they both have potential need for a smith. Jean then invites the two of them to go and rejoin Delilah, only to find that Delilah is talking to a Lady Catherine Singorn. Blythe is somewhat shaken upon meeting Catherine, but, maybe something's going on there, who can say?
And then the Duchesses made their arrival. Inspiration! Thank you, Alex. Oh, I'm sorry. The Duchesses can't arrive without proper fanfare. There it is. The trumpets announce the gorgeous, regal arrival of your Duchesses, Ladies Anna, Louise, Juliette, and Georgiana. They descend the grand staircase, both in gorgeous, luminous white gowns. The gowns, however, and this makes sense from at least vaguely what you would all know about your local they're not gentry. They're in the peerage. They're essentially
Nobility?
of royal blood. The nobility. They are, as everyone would believe, wildly in love, but are very different in personality. Georgiana has a very classically cut white gown with a long shawl that trains behind, whereas Anna Juliette has a rather flamboyantly cut piece with many different types of textures and fabrics off the shoulder. But both are wearing gorgeous, more vulpine masks. And they descend hand in hand to look upon the gathered crowds, and turn to speak to you all. Anna Juliette comes forth first and says, "Welcome, honored guests of Foxhay. We are so pleased to have all of you here with us this evening. How many of you knew the true purpose of this evening's celebration?" There is a little mischievous glint in her eye. A couple people titter somewhat nervously. Anyone?
Someone
Georgiana.
raise their hands or something. Sorry.
Lucien raises his hand.
Zeke is
Like,
staring at the floor.
Lucien just holds up a hand like, I knew.
Jean is in the background pointing. That's bait.
Georgiana shakes her head like, okay, very funny. What my darling wife means is that this is actually the very day of the 100th anniversary of the formation of Foxhay. There's just various applause here and there. Yes, thank you. Since its foundation, Foxhay has been a pillar of our great, great nation. And in so much, we had hoped that you would indulge us in a bit of fun in celebration of our grand ton. And perhaps some spirit of friendly competition.
This is leaned over to his brother. You didn't tell me there was going to be audience participation.
I didn't know there would be audience participation.
There's, some oohing and awing, some curiosity among the crowd. Yes. We thought it might be fun to have a bit of a performance. Anyone wishing to participate must come together in groups, and you will be putting on your tribute, if you will, to our grand town of Foxhay. We, of course, shall be among the judges, but if we were to disagree in any way, which when it comes to the arts sort of leans on Georgiana, we are oft wont to do, it seems appropriate that we would have perhaps a third judging the competition. And who better than our guest of honor for this evening? A new arrival here to Foxhay. He is a stalwart soldier in the monarch's armies. taking up new residence here within our town. Please, if we could have our dear friend, let me find his fucking name so I say it appropriately. Colonel Johann Thundercrack. Yes, please.
As soon as they say that name, Lucien says it just loud enough so Zeke can say, at least Zeke can hear. It's like, his name sounds like a fart. And they both like do the little, like the sibling.
Your titters and giggles are completely overwhelmed by some astonishment. Some people, hadn't believed the rumors. There's uproarious applause, and you see
Lav is definitely like punching Virgil's arm. Like, stop right now. I was like, what?
Lucien and Ezekiel looking like SpongeBob and Patrick in the school, like just go.
Love just looks at you like, what?
Come on.
I mean, he's good looking. What?
His
Just sort of looks up, and damn, he is good looking.
You gotta be with a name like that, baby.
His name sounds like a fart. If you marry him, I will never let you live it down.
So he changes his name. What? Making their way to
we're adults.
Up the staircase. Yeah, we're all adults.
I turned 31 on Saturday.
Fart. Making his way up the grand staircase to join the duchesses. You see decked out in a crisp military jacket, just in full regalia, with a gorgeous sort of like larger dominoes mask in like crushed velvet, but in the same sort of red of his military jacket. You see, I'm sorry, it's the most ripped, jacked orc you've ever fucking seen. Like Dorito shaped, like almost as tall as Zeke. Just this massive, almost not as tall as the ears, but damn near close.
I'm satisfied.
Lucien pets Zeke's bicep. Don't worry, Mikey. He isn't big as you.
But you
I have to
see,
leave.
With an eye patch. You see the renowned war hero, Colonel. Keep forgetting his name because my brain wants to forget it.
Johann Thundercrack, put some respect on that name!
Johann Thundercrack. He greets the duchesses with a deep bow, kisses both of their hands, and sort of gives a little jolly wave. Well, in all fairness, I suppose we should let you all know what we will be looking for in these performances. I myself, Anna Juliet points to herself, am of course looking for the dramatic. We are here to be entertained, are we not? Some applause, laughter. Colonel, what will you be looking for with these performances, He steps forward and you hear him speak for the first time, just this deep, bassy voice.
God, I was hoping it was going to be the opposite.
The opposite? Well, no.
Not again.
Not again. Just this deep, bassy rumble. Well, first, I guess I must ask, will you be providing these entertainers with any materials, things to work with? Georgiana, looks almost embarrassed for a moment. Of course, yes. We have supplied a bit of a container, if you will, of anything you may need for said performances. And she just sort of points at the end of the right-hand staircase by the side. Y'all, it's literally just like a box of dress-up clothes, but like the nicest dress-up clothes possible. It's like, you know, spring cleaning in the Duchess's closet. And yes, we are doing this because this is what fucking rich-ass Regency people did before television. They did this stupid shit. I'm just saying. Anyway, oh, well, all right. Plenty to work with there, but perhaps not everything they would need. I think my points will go for ingenuity, creativity, working with what you have and bringing to it what you may not. That'll be the ticket for me. Excellent. And my love, what will you be looking for? Georgiana looks for a moment. Love and passion for our dear town and everything it has done for all of us these many years. And Juliet just kind of looks at her for a moment like, okay. And then says, well, would anyone wish to join us? There's like a couple hands, maybe. Oh, I suppose I should make it worth all of your whiles. The prize to the winners will be 1,000 gold pieces. There are several hands now raising to participate.
Lucien looks over at Zeke.
Don't look at me.
I'm not, but
Don't look at me.
I have
please.
a confession to make.
What?
Zeke. I lied. I
What
did a
about-
bold
What
I
this
did a-
time?
I did a bold-faced lie when you asked me not to do something in the most sincere fashion. I lied to your face and I apologize.
About what?
He takes off the top hat, turns it upside down, reaches his hand in, and out comes Buddy wearing a
Can
little
I
tiny
leave?
tuxedo.
Can I please leave? Please can
You're
I
welcome.
leave?
You are welcome to leave, but I'm going to enter this competition with Buddy.
It's just like 1,000-yard stare. Knows he's not getting out of this.
If you want to enter, just remember, he holds up a fist. I will not hold back my strength against you.
Oh, I thought I would keep combat to a minimum in the fancy house so we don't break things. But instead, we're gonna have a fun skills challenge, y'all. We got a little mini game for ya.
I'm horrified.
I love
I
mini
know.
game.
Love it!
Mini game. So, you're doing skits again. Yes, it's stupid, but this is the shit that they did because they didn't have anything else to do.
This is what happens when rich people are bored.
Exactly. So you have to suffer now too. Anyway,
Is that why I took improv classes as a kid?
This will be a skulls challenge. You will be rolling for the 3 categories that you will be judged upon. What you would like to roll for those 3 categories, I will leave up to you. Obviously, things like performance, acrobatics, athletics, any number of things. I know y'all are going to negotiate for some bullshit anyway, so I'm just going to leave it open. We'll come to 3 rolls. The DC for these rolls is 25 each. However, you may have one of your other troop members assist you in some capacity on each of these rolls, and you may contribute before beginning your performance in some fashion. And if that goes well, that can help to lower your DC.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in front of a bunch of 8-year-olds at summer camp now. Okay, you have 1 hour. Come on, guys, let's go.
I'm really grappling with a lot of internal quandaries at this point. What is the vibe in the room as far as because I'm sure I'm not the only person that's going to ask this, as far as NPCs that we have met or that we are that we are here with, as far as their want to participate in this
Delilah is definitely looking around excitedly.
Oh no, that's what I was afraid of.
Lady Catherine, it looks more bemused, I think. Roll me a perception check for the rest of the assembled crowd.
Okay. Jeez, that was almost a 4 and then an 18.
Nice. Jean, you kind of, gauge your surroundings here, sort of sizing up potential competition. And you see a couple, groups sort of begin to converge on each other throughout the ballroom. One group definitely draws your attention because at the center of it, with their heads together, you see old Mad Max, the quite crotchety, rude fire genasi smith that you very nicely told off not 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Bent over and talking excitedly with a finely dressed gnome in a crushed purple velvet attire, but literally, like, I'm talking all purple. Like, dude looks like a fucking grape. Like, it's just head to toe crushed purple velvet, with a matching just sort of feathered mask. And you would know this to be the renowned inventor, think Kettleboom.
Oh my god, he's here.
We can't let them team up.
He's here.
All I can imagine is Minetta from My Hero now.
know.
Yeah, that's all I'm picturing.
I hate him.
Lucien looks over at Fink over there. Taps Ezekiel on the shoulder. Look, Zeke, it's a grape.
Oh, he's so small.
It's a grape with legs.
How did he get so small?
I know gnomes are small, but that is very small.
We were all talking at the time, so like Jean and I think, is everyone here except for Virgil? There's because
I think even Virgil was somewhat nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks over Delilah, who unfortunately looks like she wants to actually see this thing. And kind of puts on a smile and says, well, I am not much of a performer, but this sounds like it could be fun. And as far as the funds go, that might be beneficial for an upstart business such as yourselves, Ezekiel.
Okay.
You do not strike me as the type that would be that was born for this stage, no?
That would be me. I got all the talent in the relationship.
Have we met yet? Did we talk yet? Was Lucien there when we were talking?
No, you just see a bunny man
Nope.
with the puppet.
Okay,
You see
I do.
a bunny
I just want to
man
make sure I'm
in
putting that in
all
context.
black.
It says, I am so
Holding
sorry, my friend.
a
What is your name? We
name.
have not met.
No, we have not met. My name is Lucien Clawthorne. I am Ezekiel's brother.
Ah, right.
We're twins.
Yes.
I can see the resemblance.
I know it's uncanny.
So, if you are wanting some assistance with this performance, probably we would like to team up, figure out how we would like to do this.
That would be an excellent idea.
Yeah,
Normally-
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Usually myself and Buddy are a solo act, but we're ready to team
Ah.
up and win this.
And who is Buddy?
I'm Buddy!
Oh God. This
Several people around you all go, what? Oh, Lord.
This is a puppet of yours? Did you bring this with us, or already grab one from the?
No, Buddy's
supply?
part of the
Zeke now looks
family.
crestfallen because he remembered he lied to his brother about this. He's like, I lied to my brother saying I wouldn't bring it, but I did.
Buddy and I don't always see eye to eye on things.
Yeah, because you're 7 feet tall and I'm only 1.5 feet tall because I'm a puppet!
All right. So you do not see eye to eye with the puppet.
It just makes things easier if I play along.
Right. Looks to Mr. Turner. Lord
Blythe,
Turner.
I think, actually has wandered off at this point to go start just grabbing costumes because he isn't sure what's going to happen, but at the very least, he wants to maybe grab some of the choicier stuff and deprive other groups of that.
Make an investigation check.
Oh boy, I got a -1 in that, but we'll see how it goes. That's an 8.
I don't think it's a matter of people have like beaten you to the punch, that like people have like swarmed it or anything. I think it's more of a matter of there's so much like voluminousness to the majority of these pieces of clothing. Like
Yep.
you're not even really sure, like trying to turn it around. Like, is this a sky? Is this are these?
I mean, I don't think Blythe
Actually,
cares. He's
what?
just using his big arms to grab, like, scoop up a whole bunch and just bring it back over and be like,
Beautiful.
I have acquired an accoutrement of costumes. Don't know if any of this would be useful, but I figured better grab something before the other groups get their act together.
Excellent thinking, Monsieur Turner. Perhaps with Lucien, with this idea, Norty coming with a puppet of your own, perhaps we put on a unconventional performance. Since I do not believe Ezekiel here wishes to put face forward on the stage, perhaps we do some puppetry.
You're muted.
That is an excellent idea. Perhaps
Sure,
regaling
okay.
a story about our new member of the court, and he kind of gestures over to Johann Thundercrack.
There was a script we're supposed to follow.
No.
Okay, I couldn't remember
This is
if that was
made up
made-up
skit.
show about how good our city is.
How much we love our fucking city.
Jesus. Okay. Well, all right. I should be able to put together some sort of backdrop for the performance, and then perhaps some of this fabric should be put to use as well. Ezekiel, since you're sort of quite handy with craftsmanship, perhaps you can assist me.
Of course.
Excellent. I will leave this script to the rest of you.
Excellent. This will be a fantastic display of talent from us.
Okay. Oh, we'll say for the sake of ease, Delilah sort of goes over to you, Sean, and says, I have the distinct feeling that Lady Singon is not inclined to participate. She's a little shy. So perhaps we'll get to know each other a little better, arrange for some sort of tea, get her ingratiated into town, and we'll come back and be in the front row.
Nothing would delight me more. I am disappointed that you will not be showing off your own acting prowess.
I would overshadow everyone, it just wouldn't be fair.
You certainly would.
Gives you a demure kiss on the cheek and takes Lady Catherine's arm, and they depart into the crowd. And Lady Catherine does seem to sort of look back over her shoulder, potentially at a bugbear form, before continuing off with her new friend.
Did I notice that?
Make me an insight check.
I noticed that.
Okay, do I notice it?
19.
I'm not in this conversation, but do I notice it?
Don't worry, we're gonna go get you. I rolled a 25.
Everyone roll insight checks. Yes, we're all nosy bitches. Everyone roll insight checks.
I'm
Please
there.
Feel free.
I rolled a 25. I see
Okay,
everything.
you clock it.
I got
You
a 12.
I got a 23.
I'm king
Okay,
people
anyone-
watcher.
Anyone over an 18, not only do you clock it, you see who she's looking at.
Oh, that's weird. I never seen
Lucien,
any of these two people before.
Lucien, you clock it, but you're pretty sure she was looking at Zeke.
Lucien does this, and Buddy does the same motion of like, gasp.
I look down at Jean as we're, I don't know, looking at fabric, I guess. Do they know each other?
Not that I am aware of, but it seems that Monsieur Turner has a bit of an admirer. Perhaps when we have our tea later this week, we can follow up on that.
I mean, it's not really any of my business.
You will find as you attend these things, everything's everyone's business here.
I'm starting to get that.
You will get used to it, my friend. All right, let's make the most of this. Takes one of the skirts and rips it in half.
Oh.
An elderly dowager sees this beautiful organza being ripped down the middle and just faints away.
Are we allowed to use these for whatever purposes for the performance we wish?
Oh yeah, no. The duchesses are just sort of fanning themselves, talking
Yeah,
to
just
the
sees
colonel,
that and like
"Hey,
it's like,
These are
it's
last
not
season.
apologetic at all. It's just like, oh no, I did this. I really and probably didn't even need to rip this, but is going to out of just pure spite.
Love it.
Zeke gets an actual thoughtful look on his face and is like looking at the space and like.
Yeah. I suppose that as Jean and Zeke are working on that, Lucien is talking with Buddy. I guess what are the cousins up to? What do we notice? Trying to figure out how to rope
Oh, we
you
should
into
invite
this.
I have no idea. I've been trying to figure that out for the past couple minutes. It's just like, I don't know.
If you're staring at Zeke,
Virgil-
you'll notice.
Virgil, you actually look to your right as if you're going to comment to your cousin. She's not there.
Where did she go?
Make a
Where'd she
perception
go?
check.
How did
God,
I Joe?
where'd my cousin go? That's a 12.
12. Given that it is very high up and right next to both the Duchesses and Colonel Thundercrack, it's not that high of a DC. She is deep in conversation with the three individuals up at the top of the stairs.
What the heck?
She's good at this.
He's good.
She's really good at this. Lucien
Who
looks-
notices poor Virgil standing over by himself?
With a 21, I probably do.
Virgil looks confused, is looking around.
Yeah, 17 on the insight there. I think.
Is written across his forehead. Where the fuck did she go?
Yeah, I think nudges Lucien, just like he looks lost and confused. Should we pull him over?
Yes, we should. This comedy troupe needs a straight man.
Okay. Blythe isn't entirely sure what that means, but goes over to Blaze, and pardon me, good sir, but I couldn't help but notice that you seem like a fish out of water a bit.
Yeah, no, I was just looking for my cut, and there she is.
Ah. Well, perhaps she is putting in a good word for whatever performance you put on, which, if you are inclined to do so, myself and some others are putting together something as we speak. So if you are inclined to participate, we would welcome your participation.
Yeah, I'm sure she's putting in a good word, but not for me.
You
yeah,
see the Duchess Anna Louise Juliette laugh behind her fan, looking quite entertained by whatever your cousin just said.
Yeah, definitely not for me. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, sure. I'll. Why not? Why not?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lord Turner. And like as we wander over, starts naming the people. I guess at this point it's picked up that Bordeaux is Zeke. Or I forget if you ever said your name, because you were talking about your smithy.
I don't. Between Virgil and Zeke, Zeke knows who Virgil is. Virgil doesn't know who Zeke is.
Yeah, I imagine he probably did when John and Blythe were asking questions. So probably actually introduced himself.
Well, I wasn't there at that point, so
Right, but
Yeah.
just what Blythe would introduce
Okay,
the various
yeah.
people as. But I think at this point it's maybe just Jean/Salvador that we just know them as Salvador.
No, I introduced myself as Jean.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And so makes the round of introductions, and I believe this is Buddy, the last member of our troop.
I've definitely met Buddy before.
Oh,
Is this a new thing?
Lucien stares at Virgil for a bit, and you really can't read it on his face, but you see a little thought bubble that says, I have no idea who this person is. But he just goes, mm-hmm.
But is this
Because of the mask, he does not know who you are.
yeah,
Mhm.
but is it like, so it's a very fun round robin of Zeke knows who Virgil is, Virgil knows who Lucien is, Lucien doesn't know who Virgil is, and Virgil doesn't know who Zeke is. Cool.
But Buddy, you know
Welcome
about
to Sense,
Buddy.
Sensibility, and Swordsmanship.
You 100% remember. You know about Buddy. Buddy has been around for a very, very long
But
time.
he's not a new affectation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would Buddy recognize Virgil?
Let's
despite
see.
the mask?
So I rolled.
If Buddy is sentient and none of you are telling me, I am gonna be so angry.
So
I rolled entrapment.
I rolled a 19. So Lucien just nods. Then Buddy like turns their head and looks at Virgil.
It's just like the Jordan Peele just sweating.
And it's like the camera just like is like zooming in back and forth on Virgil, and Buddy's faces just slowly zooms in closer and closer. Buddy turns, like says something to Lucien. Oh, hello, Virgil. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Hi, Lucien.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a bit. How have you been keeping up?
I've been keeping up just fine.
Good.
Is business booming?
Yeah, surprisingly.
I see.
Okay,
I'm
I
glad.
need insight checks from all you motherfuckers right now. Come on. This is
Yeah.
awkward as fuck.
Ooh, that's a terrible roll. That's only 9.
16.
21.
Oh, yeah. Zeke. So,
Oh no.
He puts a hand on Virgil's shoulder. I hope things from the past do not ruin this comedic performance we're about to display. If it isn't comedic, or whatever performance that we're about to display.
Is that an ex of your brother's?
Is X's cousin. They never really got along.
Ah.
Just kind of like slides away, so just your arm just goes to my hand, and I shake your hand. I was like, I can do that.
He says that under his breath, like, yes.
Maybe this won't be a complete catastrophe.
well, let's see, shall we? Okay. So, you have your 3 checks. You're being judged in artistry, in the entertainment value of the performance. You're being judged in ingenuity, how you utilize the supplies that you have on hand, or whatever you may have kept in your top hat, apparently. And on your passion and love for our fair town of Foxhay. Again, each DC will be 25. You may do something in preparation before the rolls to help lower the DC a bit. And anyone doing the checks may be helped during the performance by one of their fellows.
Okay.
Okay. So for our whole performance, one person amongst us can make the check.
There's 3 checks.
Okay.
How do we want to play this?
I'm trying to think.
Who's got something they're really good at?
Acrobatics and stealth.
I'm really good at acrobatics, stealth, and sleight of hand.
See, okay, so acrobatics is good, sleight of hand is good.
We're on a goddamn magic show over here.
Actually, that's a
I
pretty
would
good
like
idea.
to
I
posit
could-
that you guys make a sleight of hand and an acrobatics, and Zeke will make an insight check to sort of read the room and see how they like it, and if they do, encourage whatever sort of road we're going down, and if they don't, sort of suggest maybe we should change course.
That's a good idea.
Mhm.
So, I would say I can do sleight of hand for puppetry. If we're all doing puppets, if we're doing a comedic puppet show,
We should do
I
like a
can-
Muppet show where we're doing puppets and then Blythe is like the one like person.
Yes.
And Blythe is the hero. And you can do like some acrobatic
Finally,
shit.
we're finally getting our Pride and Prejudice with the Muppets.
This is how we do it, y'all.
Just the Mr. Darcy is the human. Yes, we're doing it,
Right?
Peter.
Like Blythe can play the hero and do like some cool flips and tricks.
Sure.
I
And
like
and then we
I've
could
also
also
got athletics.
we got
Oh,
we
yeah,
could
there you
do
go.
we could have Virgil and Blythe do like a mock fight in the middle of it.
Oh, see, that's fun.
Yeah.
Virgil will play the villain.
Virgil will play the
Virgil will
villain.
play the villain.
So I'll be the villain.
So
I
he
can
is
also-
Blaze, and the fireworks is a big industry here. We don't want the fire getting to all the black powder and blowing it up.
This is perfect. This is perfect. This is
Yeah,
perfect.
buddy,
We're fucking geniuses.
So
It's like I'm a fucking sophomore and getting ready to start my BFA program all over again.
Yay!
so to kind of like assist with the performance of it, can we say that my Kensei shot makes does like the whole like gambit thing and makes things glow when I throw them?
Ooh.
I can also just make things glow.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I was just about to start throwing knives. in
Yeah,
the
because
air.
I've got I can do magic. So I was thinking what Jean is going to do is not only like paint something for the backdrop, but is also going to do some of the magical tinkering, because I can do 5 objects that I can make them make sounds, visual effects. I can run tech for this show pretty much. I also have enhance ability, so I could give somebody that.
I might
advantage on
need that
as
for
well.
charisma stuff. If
Yeah,
I'm
we're probably
doing
gonna
any
need that for
speaking
charisma.
lines.
So we could
Yeah,
do invincibility. I could. Ooh.
But yeah,
'Cause
with
I
the,
have
Ooh,
0
ooh.
charisma.
Your boy has elemental weapon. I can set your sword on fire.
Ooh.
but yeah, Virgil can throw stuff at me, and we can just do monk shit at each other.
Yeah, I
and
can set your knives
deflect
on fire.
missiles.
Set my knives on fire.
Buddy will 100% be the narrator for this.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like the Rizzo. Or Statler and Waldorf, depending.
Yeah. Like Buddy and Lucien will be the the Gonzo and Rizzo narrators for this.
Yeah.
But who is who?
I'm
Oh, I think it's
One's
obvious. Yes, whatever the
All right.
answer is, it's yes.
so I guess I'm stage
right.
I'm stage managing.
All right, let's do some preparation checks. Again, these successful checks on these will lower your DCs for the actual performance. So, who would like to contribute to a preparation check? Yes. Tell me what you're doing.
I mean, like I said, I'll do like kind of a check with my painter's supplies for painting the background.
The backdrop of Fox Hay.
I
Yeah.
can help because I'm also proficient in painter's supplies.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Coming after my flavor, I see how it is. Yeah. Could do a charisma proficiency for.
Yeah. Let's flavor that as Go ahead and roll your proficiency with those tools.
I just want to give the help action
Yay.
with my assisted painting.
Trying to remind
That'll
myself
work.
if I have the thing yet where I get expertise, but I do not. I think that's level 6.
Okay, so you are going to be rolling for this assistance. The DC is going to be 15, and you
Okay.
do have advantage from your dear friend Virgil.
Okay. I'm just going to roll persuasion because it's the same thing that this would be.
Mm.
Jesus, with advantage, it's still only a 14.
Ooh,
Well, 8 and a 2.
so close.
Yikes.
Trying to think if there's anything I could do that could make it go that one extra.
Well, again, it is a fine backdrop. But
It's not my best work.
It's not your best work. And I think just even the vibe of Jean recognizing like, oh, I could have done better. Yeah, I could have done better. So that will unfortunately not lower the DC in this capacity. But you have a fine backdrop. Anyone else?
Okay. Maybe this is too underhanded, but could I use stealth to go around and see if I can like try and sabotage some of the other groups, or at the very least like listen in and figure out what they're doing and be like, oh shit, they're doing the exact same thing. We need to change something else.
Figure out what the Grace is doing.
There's no way anyone is doing the same thing.
If somebody else is doing a puppet show, I will eat my hat.
I'll set their puppets on fire.
Fink and Maximilian are over there whipping up puppets right now.
I don't trust that one bit.
I don't trust that
throwing.
grape.
Just gonna start throwing darts at their work.
At their converged group. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll me a stealth.
Do I use my inspiration on this, or do I save it for the actual performance? I feel like we might want it now to lower the DCs, because otherwise, like, most of us are going to have to roll a 19 or better.
Well, because if you're going to have enhanced ability, that'll give you advantage, so...
Yeah.
True. So I will go ahead and use my inspiration to try and sneak again. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. Absolutely. So we'll favor this. You do lower the DC of one of your checks now down to 20. And yeah, I'm assuming there are at this point 3 other groups that have sort of converged in, one of which being the Kettle Boom / Mad Max collab over there. I'm assuming that's the one you want to go listen in on a little bit.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to be our biggest competition.
Very fair. Honestly, not terribly hard to do in this sort of crowded room, but you slink quietly away from your assembled group, sort of using some of these, large pillars around the ballroom to sort of be inconspicuous where you can. And you settle around this group where, there are several, members of the ton that are just sort of gathering around. A couple of them are also sort of gathering supplies, bringing them over to Fink and Mad Max. Jesus Christ, what have y'all done to me? Showing like, oh, does this work? And yes, waving people off. And you catch some snippets of conversation. They appear to be, at the moment, discussing, one of that's not even fit in the room, though. Oh, yes, no, they're very, very, very graceful. And that should be the general idea, absolutely, right? All right, I mean, if you can get it in the room, I suppose. Oh, yes, don't worry about that part. But the main concern is, will we be able to clear the floor ahead of time? Because, yes, it will fit in the room, but once they sort of take off, well, we don't want any innocent bystanders in the way of entertainment, do we? Oh, well, depends on the bystander. Oh, hush now, you, of course not. Yes, I think we could make that work. Might need to do a little bit of reinforcement on the feet, though. Yes, why don't we head outside? I've called them over at least. All right, fine. And they sort of take a handful of their group and start to mosey their way back outside of the Vixen House.
Okay. I guess if I can, I'll go and try and sneak a peek at what's outside, but...
Okay, we'll come back to you. But you have successfully, as you're, mechanically speaking, you have lowered one of your rolls to a DC 20.
Do we all only get one opportunity to lower the rolls?
Since there's 3 rolls and 5 of you, yes, I will say you can all only contribute to 1 DC lowering, but you may still contribute to helping out with giving advantage to the roll.
I'm gonna contribute.
What would you like to do?
Zeke has taken out several lengths of rope and some pittons and some various other sort of things that he just sort of always has in his pockets, like travel tools, and is sort of sizing up Virgil and is kind of like well, Blythe's gone, I don't know where he went, but is like thinking about okay, and is looking at like the pillars and like the buttresses, and is going to try to rig up like a flight rope.
Ooh.
So we can do some real
Yes.
fucking carnival shit up in here.
Peter Pan up in here.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought the next word out of your mouth after flight was going to be simulator.
So we can rig up a flight simulator. I mean, it's kind of what it is.
I was like, why? What? How?
How? So it's like deep in thought.
The funny thing here is that Zeke doesn't know that both Virgil and Blythe are monks and can do like step of the wind
Nope.
shit.
No. This is ingenuity. It's just like deep in thought and just like has all of this stuff like right in front of him. And then just like leans down to Jean again. Do you think I can reach that? It's like pointing up to one of the buttresses.
Looks up at it, looks around the room to see if there's any like ways to climb up there. I'm debating how much of it, we haven't talked about this, using magic in this world is pretty common, right?
It's common, yes. There are definitely magical practitioners are fairly common in this world. Big flashy magics like bing bam boom, probably not like in common day, like in the street. It wouldn't be necessarily considered uncouth, perhaps unusual. But no, if you were gonna do a little bit of magic, especially in this sort of, schoolyard play scenario, I don't think anyone would think much of it.
Okay. How many spell slots do I want to burn through here, though? That's the real question. Someone's talking about bringing something in here, and now I'm worried about having to fight whatever that is. I have a few things that I could maybe do to help you get up there, but trying to save the big things for the performance.
That's okay. I can probably
Maybe
just
a,
tie a hammer to it and toss it. I was thinking
like a
I'd rig up
grappling
like
hook?
a... Yeah. I was thinking I'd rig up like almost like a fly system. It's
that
simple
would
to
be.
do.
Those are load bearing, so I do not imagine that that would be any harm of a person or two hanging from them.
I'm gonna try to do it.
Okay. I guess, roll me an attack on the buttresses?
Sure. I like
Attack the buttresses.
throw one of my things.
They are flying, after all.
Attack.
Attack of the buttresses.
Okay, that is a 15 plus 6, 21.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Jean, it's Zeke does this so casually that it takes you a moment to recognize that he's not talking about it anymore. He's just done it. And for a moment you're like, oh God, and just sails over the buttress, catches it appropriately, begins to come back down with ease.
Just starts to like tie these intricate like loops and stuff.
That was very impressive. Have you done that before?
Oh,
What?
throwing things?
It was just a very skillful shot.
Thanks. Yeah. You know, doesn't really know how to explain it, so just doesn't say anything else.
Just some person that's off on the side that saw it is like, I want to be tied up next. I mean, what? Huh? Your boss? What?
You know, when,
It's very different from a flight rig.
when we were still setting up the shop and everything. In a lot of places, they still do like gladiatorial and stuff. So I dabbled. Mostly, I just like to make things.
Even more impressed by your skills, my friend.
Aww. With a shy smile, Zeke helps bring down a DC again by 5. Now, would you like to bring down another one of the rolls to 20, or would you like to bring your current 20 down to a 15?
So, if I'm understanding it right, so we have 1 at 20, 2 at 25.
Correct.
And we don't know necessarily if we have to succeed on all 3 or just do better than the other groups, or is this something where we're gonna have to succeed on all 3 and it's not going to be up to the other groups rolling?
You are going to have to succeed on the rolls, and you're going to have to do better than at least one of these groups. I think you've pretty much figured out who the group to beat is.
Yeah,
They
I was just
will
curious,
be
like,
rolling as well.
if we really gamify it to like, if we can knock out 2 of them and then bank on maybe the others won't be able to succeed on all 3, but if it's something where we're going to have to succeed on all 3 to beat the other groups at all, then I think we dock down another 1 to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not
Another one
going
20?
down to
All right, so you got 2 to 20, 1 still at 25. Yes.
Okay. So, I think what I want to do is I'm trying, because, family, we got our own little language, little hand signs that we can do to each other. I want to signal to Love, if I can get her attention, just to be like, hey, just put in a good word for us for the performance. You keep doing what you're doing. Just put in like a good word for us to them. Just help a
I'm
cousin
going to allow
out.
this. I'm going to allow this roll.
Mhm.
However,
However,
I need you, AJ, to show me how you intend to sign out that entire conversation with your cousin. No, your performance is not going to do anything to the role. It's purely for my entertainment. Please.
It's just so I get lots of times.
That's not too hard to do. If anything, like, I won't even make you roll this. It's your cousin. You know her pretty well.
Mhm.
She's showing off right now. Like,
Yeah,
she's
I know.
looking down in your direction occasionally just to see, like, "Hey, you see what I'm doing? What did I tell you? Yeah, see what I'm doing right now?" So no, not very hard to get her attention.
Mhm. Just
Well done. Very well done. All right. I guess roll me a persuasion check.
hell yeah. All right. Oh yeah. That is a 21.
Yes. Success. You do your thing. She rolls her eyes, sighs a little bit.
I'm gonna sweeten the deal a little bit. Just like
and
I owe you. Come on.
She smiles a little bit indulgently. And you see her turn to the three judges of the performance and, without gesturing to you too much, does seem to just maybe wave casually in your group's general direction. The group seems to chuckle a little bit. They kind of look over at you. We'll say they even catch Zeke's throw.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Seem
They also want to get knotted up. It's
impressed.
fine.
I mean, seem impressed. Seem impressed.
Look,
Okay.
see, didn't have to do much to get the Duchess's attention, Zeke.
No.
You just had to be yourself.
No.
No.
Don't say that.
One of them wants to be
All
tied
right.
up. It's fine. It's good. You can have
So
their
we
attention.
now have an even. Everything's down to a DC 20.
I want to do a help out if I can.
Okay.
Lucien is rehearsing lines with Buddy. Like you see
Okay.
them having like a conversation back and forth and what the script would be. Like they're kind of like they're going back and forth saying what the narration would be. Because this is part of the mechanic of the haunted doll, of the magic doll, is that I'm allowed to record phrases to the doll that I can trigger off by using my own words to trigger back and forth. So it will look like like he's going to have it so that the puppet is sitting to the side, no hands on the puppet, as they have a conversation back and forth.
Okay. What would this be? I mean, you don't have a proficiency with haunted dolls. Sell it to me. What kind of role do you think?
Could this be an arcana? Because I'm using a magical item.
Yes. Yes, it could.
Okay. I think I did that. That'd be a 20, a dirty 20.
Fantastic. You rehearse with Buddy. Also occasionally, a little bit of glow, a little bit of little magic sauce happening over here as you, I guess, essentially program.
Yeah, basically
Buddy here?
programming Buddy. Yeah. Look, he's one of the family.
Excellent. And you can now bring one of those 20s down to a 15.
Yeah, I'll bring one of the 20s down to 15. Yeah, so we have like a 20, 15, and a 20.
Not bad, friends. Not bad. You're feeling pretty good. You feel like you're pretty well prepared. You've got some good props going. That fly line's looking fly. You all look around though to like maybe do a dry run, and Blythe is nowhere in sight. Speaking of which, before we take a break, Blythe, you sneaky back outside to the front of the Vixen House, following the grape gnome and this sort of crotchety fire genasi as they're talking very animatedly to each other. Max seems still sort of unconvinced about whatever scheme that Fink seems to have up his sleeve. But you make your way out and around the entrance towards sort of the sort of lavish gardens and water features, and settled in a rather large expanse of lawn, you see 3 huge, and I'm talking capital H, huge, brass and steel automatons.
Kieran Jindosh.
Standing at the ready as these 2 approach them. Max it sort of looks a little confused, astonished, and Fink immediately grabs something out of his coat and starts going to the foot of one of these automatons. Does something, the automaton immediately goes and like lifts up one of its knees so that he can get underneath it, and begins to be putting something at the bottom of the automaton's foot.
Okay. Yeah, I'd assume it would be difficult. Like, there's enough space around them that getting near would be like. There's only so far you can stealth.
Yes, precisely. They're on the big open lawn. I mean, if you could probably get a little bit closer, like around the bushes or something. But yeah, they're sort of in the only place where these 3 huge figures could stand without, breaking a water fountain or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think that there's much that Blythe can do with those, but I think maybe on the way back in, like, tries to surreptitiously, like, I'm imagining the doors have, like, one of those locking pins that you do that, like, locks it to the top, and just something small, like, lock one of those just so that when they try and make their grand entrance, it doesn't quite work. Like, not to the point where they're gonna burst through the doors and break it, but maybe they will. But at the very least, just throw a minor wrench in the works.
I should have assumed, like, I should have mechanized sabotage. Like, I know you all by now, but I did not think to do that. So I'm gonna do it on the fly right now, because I fucking can. Roll me.
I mean, I'm hoping there's one on the bottom, because then you can just use his very long reach and just, like, without even removing the arm from the cloak, just manipulate it.
I'm gonna say roll me either an athletics or like a dex check. Either, again, these are very large doors, so either you are attempting to just sort of push it shut and pull the pin in with sheer strength, or maybe you're trying to do it a little more surreptitiously. So I'll let you choose.
So that would be, you said athletics or just a straight dex or some.
You could use, yeah, if you wanted to use acrobatics or sleight of hand if you're trying to do it secretly, yeah.
We'll go with acrobatics because that's a little bit better. Come on, that's a 16.
Absolutely. So what this will effectively do is instead of bringing down your DC, you have now raised one of their 3 DCs by 5.
Excellent. Blythe is satisfied and will go back and learn that he has lines and try and start learning them.
Okay, now that we've created a sabotage mechanic, does anyone else have anything else they'd like to do before these performances begin?
Man,
Blythe will also tell the others what he has seen.
cool. All right, yeah, good. This is more if they make it inside, because I have a feat called Quick Fingered, which allows me to like plant, steal, or conceal with my sleight of hand. I just want to steal an important screw. I want to steal an important screw on one of these automatons.
Attempting to sabotage during the performance, I think, could be
I'm-
catastrophic. However,
I'm just saying,
If
just
you-
like when they're trying to get in the door, maybe I'm just right by the door, and I'm just like, oh gosh, there's this big old automaton. Swoop.
okay. We'll save that saboteur role for after break then, because it's about that time. You feel fairly prepared for this magnificent performance, and we shall get to it after we take a quick break. Thank you for hanging out with us for these skill challenge shenanigans. We're going to take a quick break, refresh ourselves, refresh drinks. I, of course, ordered caffeine online because I'm a trash person. So I'm going to go get that because it was just delivered. And you do what you need to do and come back in just a few minutes. Stick around. That did happen. I just found out about that today.
Wait, what?
It's pretty sad.
But what?
You didn't know?
This
Yeah,
how
Jason.
Van and
Yeah.
Valor actually finding out about it?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jason,
he
yeah.
passed.
Oh,
Wow.
shit, dude.
Yeah,
He was
79 years old.
79.
Yeah,
I had no fucking idea.
that dude was like
Yeah, I
my
found out
sick
this afternoon.
days. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh shit, we're streaming. Hey, hi,
Yeah,
welcome,
we are.
welcome back. Sorry, y'all.
Jeez.
Completely derailed there. All right,
I didn't realize he was that old.
I know.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of a middle school play for the Duchesses of Foxhay shenanigans. So, you've done some preparation. You've done some spying. You've done the work of saboteurs. And about, I will say about an hour has passed through all of this as you've been working away. And the Duchess Anna Juliette claps her hands a couple of times to get everyone's attention and says, "All right, I believe we are ready to begin. Who shall go first?" She points to a random group that we're not even going to deign with a name because we'll buy you guys some time. They begin to set up some not as good as yours, Jean, backdrops. They've put on some rather silly and extravagant costumes, and they begin a rather boring recitation of how the town was founded, yada yada, suck up a lot to Georgiana's great-great-great-grandfather a little bit. There's some, mild applause. Anything while you're watching the performances, or are we just keeping an eye on the huge automatons and their entrance?
No, I think Lucien is just like as soon as Max and Fink walk in, Lucien will just stank eye them in as much as he can.
Do we say we are doing a mechanic for sabotage in the other performances?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Not suspicious at all, Val.
One
Like
of you
it
has
would
already
have
done
changed
so.
the response if the answer was no.
Yeah, that's also true.
Who's in the so we're gathering our biggest competition is Fink, and we're not really sabotaging anyone else right now.
You're gathering. I mean, you can do whatever you'd like. I'm still gonna roll for everybody, but
One group gets all natural 20s and blows us out of the water.
Okay,
Oh,
so it's
gosh.
Fink, and then who was with me? It was Max, Mad Max.
yes.
Okay.
I will say that this last group did roll a natural 20 on one of their rolls, but the rest were
Good for them.
They were sub 15, so
I'm gonna when Mad Max is on his own, like if he's not near Fink, if Fink is going off and doing something else,
Mhm.
Jean is going to like excuse themselves for a moment, and then Fink Kettleboom walks back in to go speak with Mr. Mad Max.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll.
Oh, Jean, nasty.
I guess this is a.
I was thinking like a deception one from what I'm telling him, but
I think it'd have to be a deception, and I guess roll with advantage because you fucking look like him. So yeah, what conversation is this?
what did Fink sound like? Because we heard him talk.
He sort of had
Sort
a
of.
higher sort of voice
All
like
right.
this.
It says, "Ah, Max, my good man. I had a thought while we were. I was coming up with some more ideas for our performance, and I think a bit of extra, some extra pyrotechnics might be in line for this evening. A little bit to add flair to our performance. So I need you to make sure that you're ready with some. With some on hand. What you need to do is at the start of the performance, just make. I need you to hold on to this and hands one of the arcane, my little artifice devices. Activate this at the start of the performance, and it'll add a little bit of a light show to our act. So I just stand backstage from if we don't mind, my good man.
Please roll your deception with
Okay.
advantage. DC 15.
Okay, it's an 18.
Okay. Sort of looks at you a little strangely, looks down at the device. Fine, if you think it will be helpful, but I thought the pyrotechnics were happening in the finale portion after the dance.
Well, that's the thing. You have to build up. This is a small demonstration at the beginning. It sort of builds up the anticipation of the whole of the finale we're looking to. If they know to look out for the pyrotechnics later on during our performance, it'll keep them on the edge of their seats while they're watching.
This is your foray into this ridiculousness. All right, I'll be backstage and I'll activate it as you walk on.
All right, good man. And heads off before the real thing comes back.
Stares at it, bites it, walks back. Okay, you have raised another one of their DCs.
Do you want me to wait to
30.
describe what happens when their performance starts? Okay, perfect.
So they now have 2 DC 30.
Look, we do not like them, okay?
Yeah, y'all don't fuck around, and I'm here for this
Look,
energy.
I
love it.
have no gripes with them other than they are competition. So
It's all right.
You weren't there for Max shit talking Zeke.
yeah, I wasn't there for them shit talking.
Amazing. Another group gets on. They're doing like more of like a musical thing. It's not bad. It's not great. Yeah, it's not. Nat 1. And another nat 1. It's
Don't
bad.
you just love when the dice help you confirm your story?
There was 2 nat 1s and a 16. It's bad, y'all.
One of them's
It's-
up there singing some Celine Dion.
Yeah,
just
like
really
one of the
off-key.
dancers runs into another one and they fall flat on their faces. There's some titters from the audience. Like, if it had gone on a little more, maybe they could have passed it off as like a slapstick thing. They hang their heads in shame. The duchesses are gracious enough to just sort of golf clap as they extricate themselves from the performance area, whereas the colonel just looks on with distaste.
The more we see of this guy, the more I do not like him.
The
I
Colonel.
don't think I like him. He seems mean.
To each their own.
He has a fart name.
He does have a fart name. I mean, if you grew up with a fart name, you'd probably be, you know, a little hardened, like super thick skin, you know?
People turn my last name into a fart joke all the time.
See? He's just Alex. He's just a 7 foot tall orcish Alex. It makes sense to me.
God, if only I could be that ripped.
The Alex we know that is somehow both snooty and a bully. Does that sound like Alex? Champ?
That's so Alex. That's so Alex.
No, Alex is nice. Don't say that.
Sarcasm.
/S.
/S, yes. /S.
Affectionate.
Affectionate. Oh, I love that we talk, chat, speak out loud. All right. It is about this time that your competitors make a bit of a interesting entrance as one of the grand doors to the Vixen Haas flies open. I love the image of the camera pans to what should be like a beautiful, like flourishing entrance of the doors, but only one of them does it. And the other one is just fixed, stuck there. So you see half of a very huge automaton's face. So it doesn't quite get to enter the way that it wanted to. So it ends up like turning to one side and just sort of like shouldering through the one door that's open, like ducking its head very far down.
So as it's passing through, can I try to steal a screw?
You do your sabotage. What would this be? Do I want it?
It's just a sleight of hand. It's just a sleight of hand that I'm trying to steal.
Okay, this is a sleight of hand. This is sleight of hand, DC 15.
You said DC 15?
15.
Meet it, beat it.
15 on the dot.
15 on the dot.
All their DCs are 30.
Has anyone made a parody version of Michael Jackson's Beat It about like meets beats? Like
I don't
Meet
think
It,
so.
be like
We
a
can work on
D&D,
it.
Long
like a
overdue.
D&D version.
Meet it.
TM.
Beat it.
That's ours. You can't have
Sorry,
it.
you can't use it. Stream.
I'm just gonna meet and beat it.
I'm telling you, there's a fucking D&D song in there.
Show 'em how funky strong is your dice. It's close, my friend. It's close. You very quickly, as this thing lumbers past, you look like at the nearest thing to you, which is essentially like its fucking ankle joint, and you reach out quickly, but not wanting to be too, obvious about it, and you grab a bolt, and you barely, like, you end up using its momentum to allow the bolt to just get plucked out. Does not seem to affect it much at the moment.
For now.
We'll see.
Just for now.
Yeah,
So
for
they're
now.
sitting at all 25s now if they're
30s.
right. Oh, 30s,
30s.
because it starts at...
Mm-hmm. They're sitting at DC 30s.
Damn. I'm glad so many
So-
of us are full of chaos. This is good.
The brass and steel automatons do make their way through, even with the less than gracious entrance. There is definitely oohing and awing, quite obviously, as these massive metal machines make their way to the center of the ballroom. There are three. One thing that may have been added at the last minute there, Blythe, from what you did see, all three are now wearing like chrome and like blasted metal, like it looks like they just like burned it to sort of blacken it in color, top hats, spats and carrying at least like 10-foot long canes as they walk to the center of the floor. And they begin to tap dance.
Oh man, tap dancing uses a lot of ankle work.
It really does. So, even
As someone who
with-
knows how to tap. Oh, fuck, does it?
Yeah. Even with, I mean, pull up Fink here. I literally don't think he can do this.
Oh no! What?
Oh no, he can't do it.
He
Oh,
would
no.
have
This
okay,
is
he
so
has to
sad.
roll. He has to roll 18s to make this happen. He has to roll 18s.
What a shame.
He
Nope.
can, he's too small.
Yeah.
Okay. One.
Mm,
One was a 19. So 31.
Boo.
No.
Ooh, tomato, boo.
Boo. Tomato.
And again, still well done. The performance is still good.
Leaning
that
down
was,
to Jean again. What does this have to do with the town?
I am not sure, my friend.
Oh, I
As
just
the tap
assumed I was
dancing
missing something.
begins from behind the performance space, what happens, John?
It is a perfect impression of of Max, because I can do a 25-word message, and it's gonna be Max saying, because his voice was kind of deep. He was like gruff, right?
It was gruff, yes.
Yeah,
Mean
he
old
was
man.
gruff. As
Me
he
no
would say,
crotchety man.
says, I can't believe that we're being put up to this shithole of a town, already being made a laughing stock by these damn duchesses.
Even among the uproarious sounds of these huge automatons tap dancing on this marble floor, this booming voice of Mad Max cursing. Not only cursing, but cursing the tongue and cursing the duchesses. There is gasps amongst the assemblage. And the Duchess's heads turn immediately toward that backstage area as, of course, our camera sees Max holding this in his hands, horrified.
Val has it out
slowly-
for any of the NPCs that the rest of us made. Like, holy shit, this guy's about to get executed.
Yup.
Max slowly turns his head up. Can very easily see the furious faces of the two duchesses.
It would just be so funny if that little device just disintegrated.
Well, I end the effect on it at will, so I've stopped the effect on it now, so he can't prove that it's the device that makes the effect that made that noise.
I think he just drops it
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded.
and immediately turns and just beelines out of the house. Just beelines out. Just out. He's gone.
My.
Well,
Bye,
no.
Max.
It seems that he left the mic on.
Oh no. It's a shame. that-
After that outburst, people at least get back into the spirit of the tap dancing automatons.
They can't
They're-
possibly hate us now.
They end two of them sort of doing very jazz hands while one is like kneeling on the floor, and there is sort of a burst of sparks and flame coming out of their upheld canes. There's some applause. It's impressive. And then the one who is kneeling's foot just entirely falls off. Oh! Fink runs forward. Thank you. Shit.
This is why multiple
Quickly
levels.
tries to.
It's just under his breath, like the two next to him can hear it's like, and this is why, like, multiple levels of product testing is really important. Like, you can't just test something once. You got to put it through a lot of different stress tests.
He should have definitely tested it out beforehand for weight and weight distribution.
You can't take that.
Or just
kind
not
of
leave the
risk.
screw out.
Gasp.
And just it was like, oh no, that's not it. It's like, oh, what screw? No screw.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Oh, laughing at that one on this. It just dropped on the floor.
It just rolls out.
No, I got a 21. I got a 14
Oh.
plus 7.
It's pretty impressive. You pretty sure it went up his sleeve, but it was good. It was good.
Do we have time to put like some magic tricks in the show?
You can improv in magic. Do it.
Our final performers.
It's Saad's turn. Turns to face the group. We can do this. Hands in.
Did Buddy put his hands in?
Buddy's hand slides on
No,
top
no,
of
no, not
slides-
you. No, not you.
Zeke will slide his hand on top and then let Buddy's hand go on top. 3, 2, 1.
Go team.
Go team, go team.
Go team.
Excellent.
Right.
I will cast Enhance Ability on Blythe.
Okay.
I don't know if I have
For
anything.
what are we granting here?
Blythe, what are you doing? Yeah, I was thinking Charisma.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm going to need to do charisma, which I have +0 in. So advantage is all I got.
I'll give you Eagle's Splendor.
I'll hit.
And again, you can say there are a variety of ways that you could roll for this. If
Mhm.
again, we have sort of a outline of what this performance will be. If
Mhm.
you're doing dope monk shit, you could do an acrobatics if you wanted to. If you plan on just reading some lines, sure, a performance check. So you
Well, so
tell
I
me.
guess if it's suddenly this has become like a kaiju fight in my head of like, oh no, the blaze is coming to destroy the industry, and then oh, what's this? We have the guilds and like the artisans or
Oh.
whatever.
Guildman!
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Basically.
I love it. I love
my
it.
God.
We're doing a vigilante
I can't believe we're doing a
performance.
vigilante performance.
Yeah.
But we're
Pretty
making like
much.
the people of this town. the
No,
supports
I'm
of
on.
this town,
I'm in.
heroes.
Jean went from being really against this whole thing to being very in on it. If we're doing a like vigilante propaganda now,
Yeah.
So, I'll give you Cat's Grace if you want to do some dexterity shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll probably be for the best.
I'll hit
Alright.
Virgil with a guidance. So plus a D4 to your next ability check.
And then I hit Buddy with poison spray.
And then I set Buddy
Oh, he
on.
dies?
Oh no! I cast Fireball on Buddy's head.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, but he lives. No.
Buddy's gonna
Okay.
outlive all of us. We're all gonna get fucking killed doing vigilante shit, and Buddy's just gonna be like,
Buddy's my backup character.
time to create a new group of vigilantes. I'm like, oh shit, it was Buddy the whole time. Season 5. Puppets.
Season 5 is actually I'm working this like avant-garde thing of like it's kind of like an Avenue Q situation where you all have a puppet, but
Oh,
you're
no.
also yourselves and
The internet is for porn.
Okay.
Oh, that song.
Set the scene.
So Lucien comes out with Buddy and then sets Buddy down on the
Before we
ground.
really get into scene setting, can I ask a question?
Of course.
How many times can we help if we're like not performing? Because I have several
are not
ideas,
performing-
and I need to know how to budget my time.
I will say this. if you'd like to grant, like, you can absolutely, like, even just grant a help action to someone's roll, and you could grant them advantage.
How many?
If you'd like to do something else, tell me what you're thinking, and we'll go from there.
I'm just gonna interject with flavor.
How many times can we wink at the duchesses?
You can wink that's a free action. Winking flirtatiously in this game, 100%
Whose eyes are
a
the
free
biggest?
action.
They should be in charge of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wink at
I could
them
make my
as
eyes
well.
really big.
Oh, well, maybe not that big. Maybe not that big.
Jean becomes a gigantic eye.
Val, I know you. Not that big. No.
No, go aim for Disney. Aim for Disney eyes.
Just
Yeah, okay.
big anime eyes.
Suddenly
the
Dutch
uncanny
rolls in.
valley.
Oh, God. I regret speaking. From the side of the stage, you almost can't see him. As his wonderful brother and his brother's wonderful puppet walk out on stage, Zeke is gonna just pick a little tune on his little ear.
Love it. It's a musical accompaniment.
So Lucien comes out, sets Buddy down on a chair, and Buddy like cracks to life a bit, like doing like very stiff arm motions. And Lucien goes, "Greetings, partygoers, citizens of the town. We could come to you now in a play talking about the history of the town. We could do a performance in a metaphorical, musical way to show our love and appreciation for the Duchess, but I believe our presence here is that enough. No, we shan't. What we shall do is," and Buddy then speaks up, "We're gonna talk about the industry of the town." And then Lucien goes into this narrative talking about the fireworks industry. And then Buddy will break in talking about the various guilds that inhabit the town and how they all work together in one cohesive manner. And then he says, "And because the people of the town, their love for the guilds, it manifested into one being, a being that looks over all the creativity and wonderments of the town. We have dubbed this person Guildman." And he does an arm wave towards Blythe.
Ace
signaling him
thaumaturgy to
come
make
out.
the torches go brighter.
Is Blythe already hooked up to the flying rig? Is he like descending from above with this?
He
or
is now.
Tell me.
He is now.
Yeah,
See
and
these
so I
arms
think,
in action?
yeah, and so yeah, I think Blythe is discarded his the cloak he came in and is in one of the costume pieces that we have that is probably like colorful and like has some of the colors of the various guilds or adorned around him, and is just like trying to strike a heroic pose as he is lowered into the scene.
There's uproarious like laughter. There's applause. Yeah, let's do one of these checks, shall we? I think we're up to 2 here. Let's do one for Lucien for our beginning.
Okay.
And again, you have 1 DC 15. I think we made it down to, and
Yeah.
2 DC 20s.
I'll do
you
the
tell
15
me.
because I have 0 performance.
Okay, but you do have advantage on this.
Okay. Ooh, that is an 18.
Woo! 1 success.
All right. And I think I want to amend it a little bit. I think Blythe is doing almost like an aerial performance as he is lowered
Aerial
down.
silks.
Yes,
Yeah!
yes.
So let me do acrobatics at advantage. That's an 18.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We don't have anything that can add to it, do
Do we have any shenanigans that can add to this?
I have nothing.
I mean,
What
there was
was
the
the-
thaumaturgy as he
Oh, yeah.
as he
my
comes down,
helping.
but Well, I already have advantage from the
that's right,
enhance
that's right,
ability.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything I can do to add to your roll.
Does Jean have Flash of Genius?
Not yet. That's like
Ah,
2
That's
more
later
levels
on.
away.
Heck. That's okay, that's okay.
We
that's
good.
okay.
We good.
Remember what your competition did.
Remember what we did
Use-
to our competition.
Use your slow fall to enhance it even more. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything like that to add a bonus.
I mean, it's GM's discretion if we can use abilities and stuff to add anything, or if we're just
I'm all
sticking
for
with.
shenanigans. What are you thinking?
I mean, yeah, could use slow fall to like, to most of the people, it's going to look like, oh, they just slow down the lowering him, and I think it's only Zeke who's like, wait, I'm still like, why is he going slower? What's happening? Who might clock into something, but like
Okay.
making sure to complete like an extra flip or something.
So he's like even more graceful.
Okay. I'm gonna say. Give me one more roll.
Okay. Come on, I want to see that Thumber Chode. Nope, that's worse.
Oh.
Oh,
You tried. You
Yep.
tried. It's still good. Still an 18. The beautifully arrayed fly line is holding strong. Again, this is why rehearsal is so important. That's, again, dress rehearsal is where you make all the mistakes, right? And then, you fix it for the final performance. We were a little rushed on time, so, this is where we see the
Yeah,
the
I feel like
bumps.
it's their fault more than our fault. So,
100%. You were rushed. You know what I mean? Like, if they want a quality performance, they got to give you time to put it together.
If we'd
Gotta
had
give
like
us
at
at
least a
least a
week
week.
to do this, holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It would have been incredible. It's still great. But you're also eased a little bit, remembering the whispering that Lop was doing up to the duchesses and to the colonel, who, again, everyone seems still quite entertained
After
as Guildman makes his descent from the ceiling.
after Blythe does his thing, he then looks towards the crowd. But as you know, with everything that is light, a shadow is cast upon the land at the same time. This shadow is an ever-encroaching darkness upon the guilds, one that wants to shatter the creativity of the world. We call this Writer's Block Man. And he arm waves towards Virgil.
right? Block.
As Virgil goes out, I tap whatever. You're Kensei, right? So you have knives.
I have
Crazy.
I have darts, and I can also have a quarterstaff.
Whatever you want to use and be cool in the scene.
I'm
are
using
gonna-
a quarterstaff to launch myself.
So there's like, real quick, I'll pop touch like his quarterstaff. I'm gonna cast elemental weapon, and he goes and like a lights in flame, which
Oh,
it won't
so-
hurt him because he's the wielder. So
So I definitely like pole vault myself onto the area, do like the flourish of like the bow staff like spinning above me, and land. Virgil is still wearing the lion mask, has a full like very brightly colored fur faux cape, and has just like taken like black like gauntlets and like some armor padding in some places, like very much. I'm very much picturing the Black Lion ranger from Jungle Fury, but with color.
And you again, there weren't necessarily armor pieces in that box, but like you
Yeah.
got some like opera gloves and like you
Yeah.
cut off, like the
For sure.
the actual glove portion, like pull that on, like do it up.
But yeah, so flourishes in with the flaming bow staff and lands. It just kind of lands with a big
Oh no, it is Writer's Block Man, here to shatter the creativity of the city. Guildman, please rescue us all. Yes, Guildman! Use your amazing powers to save the city!
Ah, yes, by the combined ingenuity of the different industries and the grace of the graces, I shall protect Foxay! And like goes in for like a very telegraphed, like, extra dramatic with the long arms, but the like a super telegraphed punch that, probably misses you by like a foot, but is expecting you to do the like staging, like, oh no. Yeah. And just does a few things of that.
All right, about this final roll, go to Virgil. Would anyone care to? We can say that the casting of the elemental weapon could grant the advantage here. Anything else before the final roll? This is another DC 20. That's
During
the final DC 20.
during like the fight between them, I think there's a point where like it looks like Virgil is going to have the upper hand, and that's when Buddy looks out towards the crowd. Oh no! Guildman is on the ropes! That's right, Buddy. But we could use your help. And he points to the crowd. All of you, chant his name. Give him power.
He's Tinkerbell.
All of you, yes, you, right there. You with the fancy hat. Chant his
Me?
name. Yes,
14 people with fancy hats go, me.
Huh?
You, over there, with the nice cravat. Chant his name.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You, the Duchess. Please, chant his name. And of course, the war hero. Chant his name along with me. Guild man. Guild man. Guild man.
Guild man.
Man. And like he starts raising up this chant of Guild man to give Blythe a power up.
I'm hyping it. I was like, no, don't jam for him. No. What are you doing?
Final roll for the finale. What are you rolling, Virgil?
Man. This is like a combination of like the whole like flourishing is definitely acrobatics, but like
Go for it.
I'm also hamming it up. So, oh man. Okay. I'm gonna use acrobatics. So I have advantage.
You have advantage.
I have advantage. I got the D4 from guidance.
Yes.
Anything else or
Anything else?
anything else? Anyone wanna say anything?
I think I have anything to give besides advantage.
Yeah.
So if you already
I've
have
done my
that.
best.
I mean,
Alright.
would the chanting be counted as a help action on my end?
Already advantage.
Yeah, he's already rolling with
I
advantage.
think, yeah, that's it. That's all we can
But
give
maybe that's like another D4 for,
God, why don't we have a bard in this group?
like
you. Yeah, really.
like an inspiration dice.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
We'll call it we'll give it a D6. We'll say the inspiring chanting of the entire town acts as a bardic inspiration.
I'm just gonna
Alright,
continue
I'm
to
gonna-
make
I'm
shit up until Sid tells me no.
Alright. I'm gonna roll the D4 first. That's a 4.
Hey.
That's a 4 on the D4. We're gonna roll the D6. 4 on the D6.
So that's an 8. So all we need is a 12 or higher here, my friend.
I mean, if it's acrobatics, we even need less than that.
Okay.
I just need to roll lower than a. I need to roll higher than a 5.
Let's do it.
Cool.
With advantage.
Yeah,
With the advantage.
with the advantage.
And your +8.
That's a 35.
Woo!
Big
We
numbers.
stacked it.
Big numbers.
Yeah, that's a 16 plus 8 plus 7. So,
Big numbers.
as like Blythe is doing like the final punch, just like doing the whole do like a full black backflip and like land safely on his back. Make sure we had like padding in that cape, and like as like
Oh yeah, you all just like threw the rest of the of the costuming down, like made like
Yeah.
a like a fall pad, Yeah.
just like as Virgil is like fell off and is just like, oh, I'm defeated, just like looking back towards the Duchesses and just does like a wink and then passes
Final
passes
wink as a
out.
free action.
Just like winks, like, oh man, I've been defeated, wink, and then passes out. Only the Duchesses see the
You
wink.
gotta respect the game.
Yeah.
Gotta respect it.
So
Uproarious applause, cheering, hears all around, audience participation, and you take a bow. You haven't been run off or anything. Incredible
bows too.
performance.
Buddy takes a bow also.
Of course he does. The Duchesses, Anna Juliet sort of waves her hands. Well done, one and all. Mostly, we shall convene and we will have our winners picked shortly. In the meantime, please open with the dancing and we shall return to you soon. Servants come through, clear all this shit out, and the dance floor is open as the Duchesses and Colonel Thundercrack, damn it, convene amongst themselves while the party continues.
Blythe will go over and help Virgil up, and clap him on the shoulder. That was impressive. The acrobatics there.
Yeah, the uncle had us take some protective classes when we were younger, so
Smart man.
yeah, can't always rely on the authorities to protect our own business. You know how it is.
That is unfortunate. But perhaps I
Oh.
should be considering the security of my tenants more carefully now.
Oh, you should see Love. Throws a mean punch in the tail.
I shall do my best not to get on her bad side then.
Lucien will head over to Jean. That was a very well done painting you did for the background.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
When you say friend, like you don't see on his face, but he's like you see like this look of like of thought bubble of like anxiety of like friend.
And you did an excellent job with your monologue there. Helped to very much perform the show. I can see the appeal of your friend, buddy.
Yes, Buddy in some circles isn't truly appreciated, but he does what he can.
Well, if we find ourselves in need of doing another show like this, I would be happy to enlist his services once again. You know, your brother is I extended invite to Ezekiel for coming to the St. Clair estate on behalf of my my darling Delilah later in the week, and you and Buddy are of course invited as well. I am sure Delilah would be delighted to see more of your act.
Make a deception check right now.
Oh, sure. I should be making these constantly. I just need to. Well, that's an 8.
So
But
leave
not
that,
great.
if you will, Lucien.
Lucien will hear those words, consider something a bit. I am certain Buddy would love to come, but I think I will show up just myself, if that is okay.
That is perfectly fine. I hope to see you there.
Yes, I will be there. And like he looking frantically around for Ezekiel now.
No one
One
is
moment.
looking at him, so Zeke has slipped away and has started just picking up his tools and trying to surreptitiously put them away and slip away, but he's like fucking 8 feet tall with the ears, so.
Like Lucien will like head on over to Zeke. Zeke, something interesting has happened.
Whoa, what's that?
I was invited to tea.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm a bit nervous though because these are new people. I am not certain if certain habits of mine will go over.
Oh, which people?
Jean. They invited me to tea along with their partner. You were
Oh.
invited also.
Yeah, no, Jean's really nice.
You don't think they will find me odd or anything, do you?
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. And Jean's an artist, so.
Maybe I could talk to them about art. Yeah, I can do that. I'll bring
think
some of
maybe-
my work.
Maybe someone creative, like Jean or like me is less inclined to think things are strange.
I hope so. They called me a friend, so it got me kind of nervous.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yes, it's good.
You could use some
Any-
friends that aren't me.
Suppose I could. I won't bring Buddy this time, though.
That's probably for the best, because the lady, Delilah is gonna be there.
That was the idea, yes. I didn't want to make too bad of a first impression on her.
I don't think it's bad. It's just different. And then once she gets to know you, I mean, she'll love Buddy too.
Right. He gives a bit of he goes, sigh of self-confidence. And he puts Buddy away in the hat.
Good. That's good. I'm just waiting until the people that wanted to dance with me remember they wanted to dance with me.
That's right, I have to go dance with
Speaking
Red.
of, Blythe wanders over.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yes. Oh no, I better excuse myself as he slides out of the frame. Oh look, there's Rip. Rip, it's time to dance.
Lord Turner.
Mr. Clawthorne, thank you for your sure hands in the ropes. That was very novel idea, and I was fully confident in your ability to see me to the ground safely.
Good. I am. I'm a big fan of, well, theater in general, but the circus especially. It's fascinating to me, so thought I'd give it a try.
Oh, perhaps if for some reason smithing doesn't work out, you could do well as a stagehand or something.
Maybe. I'm kind of hoping smithing works out because I like to stay in one place, but I guess you never
Fair.
know.
Well, I hope you won't want to stay rooted to one spot too much, and that your feet are as sure as your hands, because I do believe it is time to dance.
Oh, right. Just kind of
Offers the hand.
Yep, awkward, super awkward.
Yeah, and I mean Blythe is also a bit stilted, but is trying to be encouraging. And I imagine we are probably like two of the biggest people on the dance
This
floor.
is just tall boy dance hour, like. I love it.
The birth that the other dancers must give to the two of you, if it weren't for the fact that you were both so massive in stature, you'd be like, what, do we smell bad? No, they just don't want to be trampled upon. But you are both fairly graceful on the dance floor.
Zeke is a pretty good dancer.
As two of your party make their way to the floor, any other conversations, dancing, shenanigans?
Is everyone just waiting in line to dance with me?
Maybe.
Jean was going to go congratulate. Gotta go talk to Zeke, but see that Zeke is busy.
I'll be back.
But is going to, I think, use a moment because I'm sure Delilah's a little busy with her with a lady. No, what was her
Singorn.
name? Huh?
Singorn.
Singward?
Singorn. Lady Catherine Singorn.
Singorn. Lady Singorn. He's gonna just kind of slip away for a bit. And move around maybe the edge of the ball, or maybe even like leaving the main dance floor area. Just has another agenda being here tonight and wants to make themselves available should any shady individuals want to approach them subtly.
Okay. Like a check should be involved here. Are you looking for an individual? Are you...
I mean, Jean has no idea who to look for at this point. I mean, I guess would maybe keep an eye out for anyone that might be trying to draw their attention.
Okay.
I mean, do
But-
they know your secret identity? Because maybe they're looking for a Maven.
Yeah, well, they came to Jean. They stole it from Jean's workshop. So
True.
they either know who Jean is, or they at least knew that Jean had. I mean, they know who Jean is because I know who this person is, and they must know. So, I mean, I know it was probably the dove. I just don't know who the dove is, and Jean knows that too. So yeah, I think it's just gonna. We'll maybe just try to pick up on clues from people around the edge of the dance floor getting a drink, and then maybe we'll slip out towards the gardens or something.
Okay. I guess roll me an insight check.
Sure. Oh my god, where'd my D&D Beyond go?
D&D.
Insight. 15.
Which is not bad. Just mosey your way through the ballroom, just kind of making, sort of making a presence as you walk, waving to a handful
Says a
of people
few-
that you know.
Hello.
Your
No.
presence known. And you definitely notice the people. I mean, again, you just helped with this grand performance, so there's definitely some people that are, watching and, maybe like talking and waving. No one seems to approach you yet, but there's definitely eyes on you.
Yeah.
Take that for what you will.
Okay.
And you said you wanted to make your way. Maybe
Yeah, I think it's like has caught some attention of people, like making sure like everyone has seen Jean is on their own, and then walks out to the gardens to enjoy the night air alone. No, I hope nobody comes and approaches me, so I can't murder them.
We'll come back to Jean in a moment.
Totally fair.
We'll say around this time, after some rounds of dancing, the duchesses and the colonel appear at the top of the stairs again. And again, Anna Juliette, you seem to gather in what you know about your duchesses is that Duchess Anna Juliette is very much the more outgoing of the married duo. Gathers attention and says, "All right, everyone, we have made our decision. Given the quick turnaround of these performances, we did have to give a little bit of leeway. However, the winners of our competition here would most assuredly be the final performers. Names all weird things off, waves to you. Somehow magically a spotlight turns on all of you gathered around the floor. Uproarious applause. Yeah, Jean outside in the darkness. Spotlight turns on you. Wait, what?
Oh no, it's a UFO!
It's the cops! Run!
Cheese it!
It's a fuzz!
God, your wanted level's at 5 stars or something. On the helicopters.
Yeah, helicopters.
Gotta hide. No, Sean,
But go through the pain spray.
And yeah, uproarious applause. You're ushered up the staircase to greet the duchesses, who I guess hand Lucien a large bag filled with gold pieces.
This is the largest bag of money I've ever held in my life.
You're congratulated, and yeah, you've received your pot, 1,000 gold pieces. Disperse as you will.
200 each.
Beautiful. The Georgiana, greets all of you. That was quite the performance, and very heartwarming of you to. Well, it was a very interesting metaphor, but it got the point across, and that is what was important. And you got the whole town to participate. It was lovely, really, really it was.
Yes, it's all part of the creative process and audience participation.
And it's lovely that you noted that. Yes. The Colonel is vaguely bored, not gonna lie, but does greet all of you. Well done. Well done. Well done. Good show. And Anna Juliette beelines directly to Zeke.
Gasp.
That was quite a spectacle.
Oh, Thank you. Zeke would know the correct, like, honorific. I don't.
Yes, Your Grace.
Grace. I thank you, Your Grace. It's amazing what you can do when you put some creative minds together.
And when you throw a large hammer several 100 feet through the air.
Apologies. I don't think I chipped anything.
No, not at all. It's
And even if he
fun.
did, he could fix it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, you are good with your hands then.
Very good with their hands.
I'm a blacksmith by trade.
Hey. Where is your shop?
What's down in town in the crafts quarter. I don't even remember what we named my shop.
Oh, I've got it.
Alex, help.
Alex. I've got
Trying
it
to
on my
figure
notes
out if it was
too.
from last time or the time
I
before.
believe
Sure, it was
named
last time.
I think it was last time.
Where are my notes section?
I really should write some shit down.
The Iron Claw.
Iron Claw. That's what
Yes.
it's called the Iron Claw. It's the one with the big iron claw on the front.
Perfect. Are you a member of the guilds then?
Yes, technically speaking.
Georgiana pipes up. Oh, wonderful. We so appreciate the work of all of the guilds throughout the city. You are the backbone here within Foxay.
Thank you. Your graces. We appreciate the opportunity to have such a wonderful city to be able to do business in.
Oh, believe us, the pleasure's all ours. Well, are your hands and feet able to dance this evening? Or have you already filled your dance car?
No. I'm perfectly capable of dancing.
Lovely. Lead the way.
Huge paw.
Oh.
Just like so gently. So gently. I don't want to break one of the duchesses.
Unless they
Oh,
ask.
she wants to break. She wants you to break her.
I'm having
Consent
a great
is
time.
key, friends. Consent is key.
Zeke is freaking out.
As I as much as I want to be a slut for the Duchess as well, but also my chaos brain is just like, oh, I wanted to go speak to Jean. I'll give him his their share of the money. I'm gonna go.
That's a
I do
lovely
want to
little
be.
segue
Lucian, how proud of
then.
your brother are you right now?
I am so proud.
Again, inside, freaking out. Outside, perfect gentleman.
Like, Lucian is watches them go off, and he turns around and goes, and now Lucian shall slink off carefully and tips his hat down a little bit as he walks away. That was a JoJo reference.
In the week leading up to the ball, Zeke had been at Noah's bar, just like, okay, please, we've got to practice dancing.
Of course.
It's been so long since I've danced with anybody. He's like had a whole week, like, okay, it's all
Full
in the muscle
flashback
memory, baby.
Full flashback montage of you and Noah just like waltzing through the bar. And in fact, as we come back to the present, you like sort of instinctively like catch a look toward the bar area, and Noah's just like,
I'm doing it. does a fun little spin. It's internally, it's just like, ah!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You can't tell he's sweaty though, because he's so furry.
It's true. Just don't pant.
This is twice this week that the bunny characters on our shows have been overly sweaty. We had this come up on
Uh-oh.
Tuesday too.
Uh-oh.
I love it.
It's just
As
kick, step. Don't pant. Okay. And
as you all watch, as Zeke very nervously but victoriously dances with her grace, Duchess Eloise Juliet. Virgil, you make your way outside to ostensibly get Jean their share of the money. Jean, you've wandered your way out to the spacious and gorgeous back gardens of the Vixen House. It's quiet. You hear the occasional, like, probably giggle from like a bush somewhere. Some people have, taken advantage of the relative darkness and quiet to sneak off for some fun little rendezvous. But overall, it's quite quiet in the area. And you just begin to amble down one of these stone pathways towards a rather lovely water feature. The base of this thing has to be at least 100 feet in diameter, with what look like a full, what do you call a group of foxes? Is that a clutch? I don't know. Like a den of foxes, all sort of like almost cuddle piled very adorably on top of one another, and water coming out of, some of their opened mouths, some of their little claws, some of their tails.
According to a quick Google, it's either an earth, a skulk, or a leash of foxes. Skulks seem to be the preferred one.
Yeah.
I like skulk. A skulk of foxes. And as the water, just sort of becomes that lovely, like, sort of white noise in the background, you hear a rustle in the bushes ahead of you.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt. I'll find another place to stand. And goes to turn to go the other way, assuming this might be another group of, or another couple.
Mm-hmm. You turn and you catch out of the corner of your eye a brief shadow dart up and behind you. And you hear another rustle to the other side of you in the bushes.
All right. Hello?
The rustling continues as a tall figure steps out from the side and begins to walk slowly toward you.
What do they look like?
From here, they're still fairly shrouded in the shadows around here. It's really only lit from some of the, the magical globe light from the Vixen house itself, and a little bit of moonlight. It's like we're looking at like a half moon at the moment, so it's hard to tell. They do appear to be masked, tall, lithe.
Jean is just again trying to keep on airs. Like subtly has a hand at their side, like grasping for like a small, like a wand or an arcane implement. Just being ready, and says, I believe the performance has ended. There is no need for the costumes. I believe the dancing is continuing in the ballroom. If you are lost or have had too much to drink.
The figure stops. Are you Jean Verdun?
That would be me? Oui?
They seem to reach into a pocket and pull something out as they step forward. And now that they are closer, you recognize them and begin to, I would assume, fangirl a little bit as standing before you is your God.
Salvador Monte Carlo.
Thank you. Yes, I need more caffeine. Salvador Monte Carlo himself.
Monsieur Monte Carlo, what are you doing here?
I suppose I should ask you this same. I received your note.
My note?
Yes. To meet you here before midnight.
Can you do an insight check?
Make an insight check.
Natural 20. 24.
20.
That's an alien.
There's Thember Shad.
There's them, Rashad.
The beefy boy.
This moment of clarity of, again, just I would assume just meeting your hero, like
Yeah.
entire brain
there's
sort
that
of
like
shuts
there's that
down.
like internal monologue for Jean is like really there is that moment of like this fan, but also like this is way too like coincidental. Like knows there's something else. Either this is not Salvador Monte Carlo or this is a big trap, big old trap.
There is no guile in this gentleman's speech or what they have said to you. They do produce a paper out of their pocket, which they will hand to you. It is brief. It states essentially, Signor Monte Carlo, great admirer. I have something to show you that I think would be something you would care to see. Please meet me in the gardens at the gala before midnight. Signed with your presumed name, Jean Verdun. The most unsettling part about it, Jean, is it is in your handwriting.
My apologies, Monsieur. I am, in fact, a big fan of your work. I have modeled much of my own after your many pieces of yours. However, I did not write this note to you.
I don't. Thank you. I am very. I'm honored. I've heard of your works around town as well, but I don't think I understand. And at that moment, you hear your voice being called, Jean. Jean, as Delilah comes rushing forward, carrying a scroll case. Jean, oh, there you are. Oh my goodness. So you're Montecarlo, Delilah St. Clair. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Your friend, said you needed this?
My friend?
They said they knew you?
Do you know who they were?
No, darling, I don't know who most people are. They're all masked, but...
That is fair.
He's very striking, tall, all in white. Lovely mask.
Yes. Takes the scroll case. It's pretty sure what's in it, so it's not going to open it right now. It says, I am sure that whatever this is can wait until later. Delilah, this is Monsieur Monte Carlo, as I'm sure you are aware.
Quite aware. Shakes hands. Pleasure to meet you both. You were saying that if the missive was not from you?
Is this is Salvador?
Salvador, yeah.
It says, no. Unless I have it is very similar to my own handwriting, so perhaps I wrote it and did not realize. I think I would remember sending some correspondence to a man such as yourself. Perhaps I forgot. This is Delilah, my mi amor.
Delilah just sort of pulls out her head. Yes, darling, you've said that 3 times already.
We would very much like to, if you would like to come inside, we could have a drink together, maybe discuss some of your more recent works. I would love to speak, to talk to you about our craft.
That would be wonderful, of course. I suppose we can table this clandestine business later.
It is very... Perhaps an admirer of mine wanting to have the two of us meet. People do strange things in this city.
That is definitely true. It would be a pleasure to accompany you, yes.
Please.
And you turn and run directly into Virgil.
How much of that did I hear?
How much of that did you want to hear?
I don't know. I want. Man.
Sounds like a good opportunity to spend a token.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to spend one of my tokens and just spy on the whole entire direction. Probably just like probably just as like Salvatore had revealed.
It's a token. You tell me. You could have been a fly on the wall this entire goddamn time. As long as Val's cool with it.
I think it was kind of like Salvatore revealed themselves and they're having the conversation, and it like Virgil like saw it, is like, oh, conversation is like, why does I feel like this next part would be a check of seeing whether or not how flabbergasted or thrown off Jean is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with having Virgil having overheard that conversation. I think that's some good dramatic conflict.
Cool. And again, token, you are the writer of this scene. So if you believe that you saw the bare flabbergastedness on Jean's face, you may say that.
I'm happy with saying that Jean was very much trying to like, I think it was a really strange moment of a couple things coming together at once and having to like navigate a situation so that nobody hopefully got any more suspicious about what was happening.
Mhm.
So probably from an outside perspective, it's pretty apparent that Jean is trying to like misdirect it, like push the conversation onto something
Yeah.
else, and is clearly trying to like sweep some of this under the rug.
Yeah, I think probably like one of the tells was just you kept on introducing them. You like they were like, yes, we have been
Yeah.
introduced. It was like I don't. How long has Jean been in the city? Because I'm trying to figure how much if Virgil had, because
Probably,
Virgil has seen your works,
yeah, probably a couple years.
so then we
Jean-
probably have interacted at points.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Jean's
yeah.
been here for a couple years and is the part of the Verdot family, which is like a family of prominent like merchant family.
Yeah, I think we Virgil would have been like, this is the most, because Jean is usually more eloquent, put together, and usually has control of the conversation, and this is the most off they've seen in
That's
the
fair.
years that they've interacted with him.
Yeah, that's very fair. It was I think the cracks in the facade are few and far between, but this sort of thing definitely I mean, again, by having to introduce Delilah 3 times.
So good. Burn
Which
your
is
token. It's
partially
gone.
me being flustered and partially Sean being flustered.
Oh no, it was perfect.
I eat them for power.
Don't eat the token, Van. You don't know where it's been.
Oh no, I'm being eaten. One channel I can make that joke on.
It's really good. It's very
It's
good.
a good joke. It's a very good joke.
Good joke. Great joke, even.
So as Virgil puts some things together, as Jean and Delilah and the imminent Salvador Monte Carlo make all of their ways back into the party, as Zeke is whisked around the dance floor by a duchess. We'll go ahead and call it for the night, as we're about to go wildly over time per usual. Let me find some lighter music, shall we?
And as much as I wanted to be a slut for the Duchesses, I wanted to be a little.
Dude, there's still
nosy.
time. They're
I
around.
know there's
They
There's
like run
one
the
more
town. They're
Duchess.
here.
Yeah, there's
I
a whole
know.
other one.
There's a whole
know.
other Duchess.
I know, but I wanted to be a little nosy. Brat.
I've got the one. I don't remember which one.
You have
Uh,
Anna Louise
Duchess.
Juliet.
Anna
Yeah.
Louise Juliet.
Louis Juliet. So there's the other one, whose name I definitely remember.
Georgiana.
The only thing I can think of is Anna Henrietta, who's the Duchess from the one expansion from The Witcher 3. As soon as it started with Anna, I was like, oh, it's Anna Henrietta. It's her.
It's her. There
It's
she
her,
is.
the coolest Duchess, who will just rip off her whole skirt to be able to ride up the horse and does not give a shit.
Love it. Amazing. Why don't we go around? Let's do some stars and wishes, and then we'll pick a token for the day. Van, you cool to start?
Oh, yeah. My star is going to go to Lucien. For many, many things, but mostly because we really put the whole burden of telling the story we were going to do in our little play on Wally. Wally was like, nope, I'm going to narrate. And we were like, okay, cool.
Sounds
and yeah, you fucking did it, my dude. It was cool. It was fun. There was like a moment where I was like kind of not regretting that Buddy was in the room, so like that was cool. But yeah, no, it's really fun to see the medium of storytelling contrasted with Lucien's like absolutely deadpan shit. And for Lucien to be the one that got like the entire ballroom chanting is so good. So I just thought it was really well played. And it was fun. It was fun to watch and to be there for. So that's my star. My wish is really I want to hang out at this party a little bit more because there's a couple of people that wanted to dance with me I haven't danced with yet, and they're in this party. So I want to dance with everybody.
I want to dance.
I also next time if we have time, Alex, I don't know if there's anything you wanted like Zeke and Blythe to like talk about or any like fun conversations on the dance floor, so we could start there. And then yeah, I don't want to let anybody down. So
More party.
I think Zeke should have an awkward moment with everybody. Maybe that's like selfish on my part, but I don't know. It's my wish.
We can have a little more party at the top of things as a treat. I think that's possible.
Just like a little aperitif.
Just a little bit more party as a treat. It's your birthday. You get that for your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Yay! Love it.
That's it.
Yay! My star for you. I don't know if it was Van or if it was Van in character, but as soon as like I said that she beelined straight to Zeke, the look on your face was just perfection and exactly what I was looking for.
Looking at the floor. That's Zeke's sort of go-to move is, oh god, let me just sort of stare at the floor tile in front of me.
But then, like, there was a smile and a little bit of a laugh to it, but also, oh dear god, no.
It was the prep. Zeke preparing himself. Okay.
I love it.
Is its camera freeze for anyone else? Like, we can still
Yeah.
hear you, but
Yeah, and I
camera
already
is
Yeah.
frozen.
It
And
froze
I-
for
and
me
I-
as
and
well.
I 100% screen capped it.
It's a fun...
It's a really bad thing.
She looks
I
like
can
my...
see I'm frozen.
my 4th grade teacher who's about to tell me I diagrammed a sentence wrong. Is that look.
Let's just all
yeah, I'm
freeze
getting-
ourselves like Sid for the rest of the
Miss
stream.
Stevens, if
no,
you're out there, you were
don't
awesome.
do it. Don't do it.
Oh, no, it's this way.
I can
Now
hear
you're going the
all
wrong
of
way.
you,
Go the other way.
and I can see that I'm frozen, but I don't know what to do about it.
Your camera just cut off there. Yep.
My camera cut off,
We're not, everybody has to do it.
and I'm gonna try to turn my camera back on. So we're gonna continue though, because I can see and hear and manipulate things on my screen. So
Camera died.
Oh
my
my
camera
god.
died. Oh my god!
Wait,
you
I'll
guys.
find...
Oh,
Oh, she's
there
back.
it is.
She's back.
I'm back.
I was gonna find a fun screenshot of you that I had, but
Just put it in your
it was
place.
gonna be
Oh,
that one
God,
that we were
no.
memeing a long time ago.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Or the frozen face from What is a Tank? Just
I emote, okay?
what is a tank?
Thank you, Van. Val.
Listen, I got your back.
My star is going to go to AJ
She's
slash
frozen again.
the Blaze.
Am I frozen again? Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to keep going?
Keep going, I'll
Keep
fix
going,
it.
please.
Okay. Mine is going to go AJ slash the Blaze slash Gold Gryffin slash Virgil. For the really the absolute chaos gremlin sabotage of for both that and the epic like rolling at like the 35 to lose a fight was also really good.
So good.
Really good committing to the bit from your character with many names. And my wish, wishes. Oh boy. My wish is to understand what's going on here. No. My wish is for this tea party. I'm looking forward to this tea party a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure nothing
Love
bad
it.
will happen during it.
Absolutely nothing bad will happen during it at all, ever. I've never done anything wrong in my entire
Uh-huh.
Know this, and we love you.
Thank you. Oh, my star for Val this evening, I think, has to be. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Again, I don't know. As you even said, it could have been Val. It could have been Sean. It could have been some mixture in between. But introducing your paramour about 40 times while you fangirled out was sublime. I enjoyed it very much. Anything else for you? Val?
No.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Alex.
Let's see. My star is going to be for Val and the troll on Max and how he is like if he is not out of business after this, that it's gonna be a miracle. And maybe it'll speak to something of like the Duchess's clashing with the guilds, and that could be interesting to explore as well. But he's in the shit now, and that's what he gets for shit talking Zeke. And then Wish. It's like a subset of the Tea Party, but putting Blythe and Catherine back together, and just that's going to be.
That's never going to happen. I just teased
nope.
that. She's going to be in town, just hanging out. You're never going to see her again. Nope.
Is she also a centaur?
No. No, she's
Damn.
not.
Yep.
Regular old human. Which, honestly, in this world is probably about as weird as being a centaur. So, yeah.
I'm a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo. My star for Blythe is just the entirety of being guild man. Just all of it was beautiful, and Blythe was obviously slightly uncomfortable, but was a good sport about it. Amazing. Anything else for you, Alex?
No, I think that's it. I don't know if it's worth it. I noticed Spotify has stopped as well. Or maybe that's just me.
Everything other than Zoom right now is a spinny wheel of death. So
I just put the Sonata 17 back on for the stream.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
And I have a photo super ready to go in case your camera freezes again, so don't worry about it. I'll be able to see you.
Appreciate it very much. Wally.
Oh boy, my star. I have to echo the star that was already said, but just Jean doing the 3-time like introduction because of how flustered they were was so great. I really like that because it was that moment of like we always see Jean so cool and calm and collected, like master of the room, able to talk the way out of anything, but then it's that one thing that they can't, be ready for. They don't have that Batman prep time for, and it was really interesting to see them react to that. I enjoyed that a lot. My wish, I really want to see what happens with Max after we totally just wreck their life right now, and I want to see them come back with some kind of vengeance in some form of fashion.
Sid is frozen. Quick, deploy the picture.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we get to see what this photo is.
It's time.
I'm very scared, and I'm gonna have to check it out after the fact. Oh God, I don't even want to know. Don't even tell me. Don't even tell me. As long as you can still hear me, we're good.
This is good. It's fine.
I'm excited.
You can barely tell the difference.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's spot on. It's spot on.
I'm sure it is. Oh God.
I'll have time to prepare a funnier bit for next time, but
no, it'd be great.
This is what I had.
Really don't know what the fuck is going on. It's got to be my internet connection. One more moment. See if we can get the video turned back on. Anything else for you, Wally?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Beautiful. AJ, take us home.
Oh, she's a ghost now.
You need to
Oh,
do your star for
God.
Wally.
My star for Wally. Sorry, technical difficulties, and I'm dead. Apparently, I am a
You
ghost.
died.
I died. Oh my
Died.
god. My star goes to Wally doing exactly what I fucking knew they would, and when the hands all went in together, Wally put Buddy's hand on top, which was extremely creepy and horrible, and I hated it, but I loved it. Thank you. AJ.
My star goes to me and Wally's interaction as two characters who, one character who doesn't necessarily like one, and the other one that's kind of indifferent about it. So just the interaction is just like, I will tolerate you once, but you did hurt my cousin, as far as I know. So you're on thin ice. And my wish is that, you know what? I want Gold Gryffin or Virgil to interact with the dove by himself.
May I
I'm
ask
gonna-
why?
Because I want to mess with, with
One of Val's
NPCs.
NPCs.
I want to mess with Val's NPC.
Only fair.
And possibly
Love it.
I want to kiss them. I don't know. We'll see how things go.
But what if the dove is your cousin?
That's
talked
what I
about
don't
this.
want. That my other. If I get another
Stop
token,
trying to kiss your cousin, AJ.
Stop trying to kiss your cousin.
if
Wow,
if I
God.
get another
You grew up
token,
together.
if I get another
Jesus.
token, I'm spending the token to have the dove not be my cousin.
Be literally anyone but my cousin.
Literally anyone but my cousin. But yeah, that's my wish.
Unclear if Sid can hear us as she is putting on new headphones and
assume
freezing
not.
again.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm putting the picture back up though.
Yeah,
there we
then
go.
my
There we go.
all my stuff, like my I think
It is really crapping out on you in like the final in the 11th
Yeah.
hour.
in the
right now.
11th hour, everything is crapping out. My picture, my my audio just crapped out, everything. So yeah, we're gonna figure it out as we go, friends. I missed the last half of what you said, AJ.
Just as long as it's not my cousin, I'm good with it.
Okay.
And that is it.
No promises unless you use a token. So sorry. Sorry. This is just how it goes.
No one give AJ any more tokens.
No,
don't
he
try,
has to
AJ.
kiss his cousin.
No!
Yes, it
No, I don't want
anything else for you, AJ?
that will be it.
Okay. My star for you was the of falling backwards. The entire scene was amazing. It was just that one moment of that really got me, and I appreciated it. Thank you. My computer hates me, so we're gonna cut the fee as quick as possible. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, my amazing players. As always, love your faces. Y'all are great. One more time to reiterate, we will not be streaming on Saturday because everyone go celebrate Van's birthday. Yay!
Yeah, birthday.
But we shall see you in 1 week, and until
Aren't
next
we
time-
not?
Yeah,
I thought there is no
Oh.
game next week.
There is no game next week. God damn it. I'm just gonna stop. No game next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And until next time, I have no idea what my picture looks like right now. And it's fine. Good game and good night, internet.
And big balls.
God damn it.